today we're going to be making some candles. Tomorrow we are going on vacation for a little bit, and we want to make some gifts for our aunts and cousins that are coming along with us. So we're gonna make some candles.
All right, you guys ready to explain
Yeah.
the things that we need to make these candles? Okay,
I'll go
Landon, what do you
first.
have?
I have a thermometer for like the heat, I think,
Yeah, we have to get the wax up to a certain temperature, so we have a thermometer.
and also
Okay, let me help you with that.
no, I think I got it. I got
Okay,
it.
but this has to come out first, so just let Maddie pull that out. Good job.
And this is that thing for the water, I think.
Yeah, it's called a double boiler, right? We need to take this pot and put it inside a pot of boiling water,
Yep.
and that's how we heat up the wax. All right, Maddie. So what do you have here?
So this is candle tins. There's 24 pieces of them, but we've made some candles in the past that we'll show in a little bit. This is our little box of dye, so candle dye. There's 16 colors, and you put them in the boiling water with the wax.
So
heated up wax.
we'll just put that like that so that it can be seen. Okay.
Yeah, and then, so we have, this is actually kind of heavy. So we have this, it's gift set of 16.
Fragrance oils. So show that to the camera too.
So this has little bottles of scent, so you can make your candles smell.
And then lastly, show what these are, Maddie.
These are the tins for your candles. You put the melted wax in here, and then you let it dry.
We'll put a link to all this stuff in the description so you know where you can get your candle tins and where you can get all of the stuff that you need. Lastly, I want to show you, so go ahead, honey.
So we have this spoon to mix up the wax. It's kind of shaped funny looking.
It's a different kind of spoon. Right?
Yeah.
Good job, Maddie. The last thing I have in this box down here is the wax, of course. You need the wax. This happens to be soy wax, more Wicks, and then just a big bag of soy wax. And we'll show you that in just a few minutes. So, like I said before, we'll leave links to all this stuff in the description, and you guys can make candles on your own if you want. These are a few of the candles that we've done in the past.
And
this is, what do we use that for?
So this is our extra wax or melted wax. We poured it in here and we made a multicolored one, and you can do that as well.
Yeah, so oftentimes we don't know the exact amount of wax to put in here, we just know a general amount. So when we dye it and color it and fill these up, oftentimes we have extra left over, so we just put it into here.
To make
And now it's making a colorful, multicolored, multi-layered candle. All right, let's get started. All right, Landon, which one do you pick for color?
Yellow.
Cool, bright yellow. Madeline, which one do you pick for color?
I'm gonna pick this purple.
Okay, purple, nice job. And for fragrances, Madeline, which one are you gonna pick?
I'm gonna pick black orchid.
Black orchid, okay.
It's easier to get it out.
So this is a nice 16 pack of fragrances, and this one here is black orchid. Nice
This
job.
one smells really good.
Which one are you gonna pick, Landon?
I don't remember the name.
Oh, that's
Sea breeze.
Sea
Landon's
breeze.
picking sea breeze.
That smells really
Okay.
good.
Yeah, they all smell really good.
I don't know if you can smell this, guys. It's just
Okay, next step, guys. Fill the bucket full of wax. You guys ready for that?
yeah.
All right, Landon, you're gonna fill that wax up about halfway, then you're gonna let your sister do the rest, okay?
To 60, 50.
We're gonna go right up near the top. I'll tell you when to stop, okay?
Okay.
All right. So do a big scoop right into that wax. Yeah. Oh boy, good job. Now shake it down, yep. And then that's about halfway, so let your sister do the next scoop.
Okay.
And the goal is to get it to be about an inch or so from the top, maybe an inch and a half from the top.
So like at 700?
Yeah, right around there. There's some little measurement inside, and Maddie picked a measurement that was just about, it's fine, just about an inch and a half from the top. So we're gonna have to add a little bit more than that. And it's not an
What?
exact
From what?
science. It's not an exact science. We sometimes end up with a little too much in there. But there we go. We're gonna try
was
that.
a
We're gonna
little
try
bit
that. That might be a little high, but you know what? We might get 3 candles out of this one. Who knows?
Yeah.
So we're gonna put it inside our double boiler. We'll show you what that looks like in just a second. All right, so our water has come to a boil. We're gonna remove the lid, and we can see that it's boiling water. So we're gonna keep the kids nice and far from it, and we're gonna take the pot that has been filled up, and we're gonna place it right inside the boiling water. Inside, we're gonna leave it just like that, and that's called a double boiler. Okay, so the boiling water is not actually touching the wax, but it is going to melt it because we've set the wax inside the boiling water. So this is a job for a parent for sure. So make sure you get assistance from an adult on this. Pretty soon we will take the spoon and we'll start to see some liquid in there, and we'll just make sure we stir it frequently. Okay, you can see now that we've gained some steam here. We have quite a bit of liquid inside where the wax is, and at this point it'll just be a few minutes now. Before that's ready. You do have to get it up to between 170 degrees and 180 degrees Fahrenheit. So Maddie just delivered the thermometer that we're going to use. Landon was explaining this in the intro. So this is a nice, just basic little battery operated thermometer. You can see where I have it next to the flame is like 77, 78 degrees. I'm going to put it down into the wax right now, and I can feel a lot of heat on my fingers right now, so this is getting really hot. But we need that wax to get up just a little bit hotter than it is right now.
Is it like liquid right now, or?
It's liquid right now, yeah. And the kids want to look in here so bad, but I don't let them get very close to the boiling water, just in case, accidents happen. But right now we're at 145 and rising. I'm going to take that out for a minute because it's really, really, really hot.
Burning Dad's candle.
We got just one chunk of wax left in there that needs melting. Yep. Currently, as you can see, 173, 176. So, and it's pretty steady right there. I'm gonna leave well enough alone, and I'm gonna say this batch of wax is done. So we need to now add color and fragrance, and then we can pour. Landon has 10 yellows, and he's gonna drop them in one at a time. Use your other hand and drop them in one at a time. Or 1 or 2 at a time. It doesn't, just not all at once. So he's gonna drop them in very carefully. He's gonna.
Oh, and by the way,
go ahead, Landon.
Turn the stove off.
Yeah, the stove has been turned off, but that water is still really hot. So keep going, Landon. Keep dropping them in there, and then we'll stir it up and we'll see what we have here. Okay. In the meantime, we are gonna go prepare our candle tin. We're gonna stir this. Yep, go ahead. And I'm gonna have you guys once those are in, I'm gonna keep stirring this. You guys go prepare that candle tin. Okay, so this is what where we're at right now. Landon added about 10 of those tiny little color pieces, the color dye, and it was not turning out bright enough, so I added 10 more. You kind of really have to play around with it. We've found that playing this by ear is certainly the best way to go. So we've added 10 more drops, and it does appear to be quite a bit brighter than it was. So we're gonna go with it, and we're gonna see how it turns out, because a lot of times when they solidify, the color becomes a little bit more vibrant. So we'll see where we're at. So the next step is to prepare the tin. So if you take your tin, good, and you open it up,
Yep.
and then you take a wick. You each have a wick, good. On the bottom of that wick, you need to put one of those sticky, I don't know what you call them, sticky little stickers, basically. All right, so each take a little sticker and put it on the bottom.
And then there's this little thing that you'll have to, when you take your sticker, there's this thing that you'll have to peel. Like,
Yeah, it's a little part you have to peel off to reveal the sticky part, that's all.
So there's two sticky parts. One of the sticky parts will go right in the center of that circle, like that on the wick. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna put the wick in the center of, pretty much the center of your candle. And when
as long as you get it close.
And you can trim your thing, your wick.
We'll
when
do that
you're
later
done.
though, right?
When you're done, because they do send them kind of long.
And this is what it looks like when it's done.
Cool. Do you know why they send them long?
Why?
Because they're not sure what kind of
Cup.
how tall your candle's gonna be. That's why that wick ended up working out good for that candle too. It's even taller. All right.
Okay, so this is what it looks like. Then I think you're gonna take this and put it in here.
The middle circle is gonna go in there.
And also, if you don't want it to move like this, you can put it in that slot.
You can lock it right into that slot, right?
Right.
Yeah. Whoops. Okay. Cool. And so that one's made of metal, and it doesn't slide as easily because it's kind of got little notches based on how big your candle cup is, right? So that purpose of that is to hold the wick from falling over into the wax. All right. Now Madeline has a different kind of one. She wants to.
So this is like a popsicle stick, and then it has a little hole punched through it. You push the wick through the hole, and then it can slide a little bit. So you might want you're gonna want to be careful. And
Does it still work pretty good though?
yeah, it still works pretty good.
Good. So those are two different types, and we got one of them with some of the wicks that we bought, and with the other set of wicks we bought, we got those wooden ones. They both work good as long as you're careful.
Yeah.
All right, Landon is going to drop his fragrance into the wax. So we're going to go with 30 drops, right? 30 drops. So we have to count. Sometimes they come out quick, so we have to do our best to count.
Yeah.
You ready?
Uh-huh.
30 drops of fragrance is what we figured out we're going to need. So tip that over. And sometimes this stuff runs out fast, and sometimes it doesn't at all. So,
I think one can.
okay. Sometimes we have to basically make it come out. So we stick a little toothpick in there and make it come, kind of like break the seal a little bit. So stand by.
It might come out a little fast, so you have to really watch the drops to see if it goes up to 30 or not.
Okay.
30.
Good.
How many? 30 again?
Yeah. So we're going up to 30 this time. Hopefully it'll actually come out. Ready? Go ahead, Lane.
1, 2,
1, 2,
3,
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
We gotta count faster. 25, 6, 7, 28, 29, 30. Stop. Okay, we may very well have gone past 30 on that. That was coming out rapid fire. We stuck a toothpick in to kind of help it along. I may have
Maybe it helped a little too much.
Yeah, I may have stuck it in a little too far. Oops. So, you know what? Worst case scenario, it's going to be a very, very smelly candle, which isn't all that bad, right?
No.
So, all right, we are going to pour these into the
It's a
tins.
good smell,
After we
so-
stir it. Yeah, it's a good smell.
Guys,
And we'll show you what that looks like.
guys.
Okay, so what we're doing here is all we're doing is just pouring the wax into the candle until we feel like it's an appropriate height, which on these candle lids, on these candle tins, there's a line. There's a line, I don't know if Maddie, you can film inside that tin. There's a line like right up towards the top there. Yeah, you can kind of see it there. That's where we're gonna fill it to. So here we go.
It's kind of more of a little greenish than it is.
It's green.
Yeah,
yellow.
it turned out to be greenish yellow, but you know what? That's okay. I think.
Maybe it will dry like a light.
Okay, cool. So we have some extra here. I think it's actually gonna make a third candle. Because we, remember at the beginning, we said we went a little high there. Maybe it'll make a third candle. So we're gonna load up a third candle and see if we can get these aunts and cousins some cool candles.
Yeah.
Okay, so what happened here was a bit of a mistake. That was on me. That mistake's on me. I didn't remember until after we found this melted to the pot. I didn't remember that this is not the right pot. We have to use our smaller pot so that does not happen. So a lesson to be learned here. We have a melted handle now, and it was very difficult to get off, but we got it off, and we're gonna salvage this load of wax, okay?
Yeah.
All right, so.
Let's go.
Okay, so we have all 8 candle tins that we need to make 8 candles. So we have all 8 candle tins out, ready to go. We poured 3. Those will dry, and those will solidify. We'll see what it looks like. And then we have 5 more to come. Okay, these are all ready to go. Maddie is preparing her batch of wax as we speak. All right, so as you can see, this pan, or this pot rather, is quite a bit smaller, and thus the side of the pot is lower, and so the double boiler is definitely clearing the edge of the pot. Oops, my fault. So this one will be much better. Okay, it's up to a good heavy boil. You can peek in the pot. You see there's still a bunch of wax floating around in there. But I do want to get a reading on what we're at right now. It's very splashy. I think I might have put the water in a little too high, so just learned from my mistakes today that maybe the water shouldn't be quite that high because it splashes a little bit and obviously hurts if it hits your fingers. And we don't want anyone getting burnt, so. All right, we got a little ways to go on the temperature of this wax, so we have about 40 more degrees to go. So I'm just gonna let it boil. Ready? Go.
Okay, so I'm gonna do about 10 drops to start, and then we'll see where we go. So
Yeah, and they're just little flakes, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
so
it's little flakes of color.
Here, I'll show you one.
Okay.
Just for candle dye.
Yeah, good.
So 3.
And you can do multiple at a time. Don't worry about that. You do 10?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I want to see how it turns out, and then if I don't really like it, I just don't want it to be too hard.
Got it. So you can see the color on that. Maddie, I'm gonna let Maddie stir it very, very carefully. Just get in there real carefully. And I'm gonna hold this handle so nothing falls in. You can see it's a pretty deep color now, but sometimes when it solidifies, sometimes it lightens up a bit. So do you want to add any more, or do you like that color?
I might want to add a couple.
Add a couple? Okay, Maddie's decided to add about 6 more pieces, just to get a little bit more of a richer color. So we've noticed that it lightens up when it dries. Cool, that's gonna be awesome. All right, we're ready to add fragrance.
So we're gonna poke this if we need to, but we may not. So it's gonna turn out. Oh, shh.
I'd say it's still going. That's 10, 11, 12. I don't know. Keep going. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Good enough. So that's coming out so fast that you literally can't count it.
I know.
So I would say if it's doing something like that, you just count to 30 as quick as you can. Like kind of like what we did.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day,
36.
at the end of the day, the whole fragrance game is just like the color game. You've got to just kind of go until you think it's good enough. There's no like set amount. I mean, the fragrance drops suggest 15 per candle, and these batches are making at least 2 candles. In the last case, it would make 3. So you want at least 30 drops anyways. If you go over a little bit, it's not a big deal. Okay, Maddie girl, come on over here with me. We're gonna prepare these, and you tell me when you think it's high enough. Try to kind of up to that line a bit.
Oh, that's
It's a nice color. A nice deep purple color. Okay.
It's okay
Oops,
if
I
you
got some on the counter, but that will peel right off later.
when it like dries.
Yep, move
It
these
already
out of
looks
the
like
way.
it's dry.
On the counter, yeah, you can see it lightens up a little bit. Lana, you still filming?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So here's the second candle.
Yep.
Right on up. And then third candle. Hopefully we have enough. Right on up.
So Dad's pouring the melted candle wax. He did a.
Oh, that's
It's like a
coming
nice little
out.
aquamarine that I did.
And it has
then-
a nice, you know when you take clothes out of the laundry?
Yes, I used
Bed sheets?
good job, Lena. I did the fresh linen
It smells
fragrance. So we are in business. We've got our last 2 candles poured. So
like that. Now I can finally go do something else. This took a lot.
So you're having a good time is what you're saying. All right, so these will be solidified in probably another hour or so. And we're gonna put some labels on and be ready to go for, you guys are gonna be ready to go. So guys, we're almost completely done. We're almost to the last step. We've got all 8 candles lined up right in front. They're labeled. The kids are super excited to give them away on vacation tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Do you think your aunts and cousins are gonna be excited?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna
Vacation!
Are they gonna smell really good?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the only thing left we have to do is once they solidify, we have to cut the wicks, put the lids on, and they're ready to go. And what they're gonna look like when they're done is they're gonna look a lot like this. Where we cut the wick, put the lid on, and it's ready to be gifted. So I think they're gonna love them. And can anyone do this?
Yes.
Yeah, if you get the right supplies and maybe you have a parent or an adult help you, we will put links in the description below. What can they do if they like the video, Landon?
Smash the like button.
Smash it hard, hammer it.
Smash it so hard it breaks the entire like button.
Breaks the what?
Breaks the like button.
Breaks the like button. I don't know if we want to break any like buttons, but smash it anyways. Maddie, what else can we do?
Subscribe to our channel and hit the bell.
All right. And check out Craft Kids TV on YouTube and our website, www.craftkids.tv.com. Till next time.
Bye.
See ya. Did you get him? You got him.